not. So it's just getting used to coding in blocks. Okay, I hope you feel better. You want to? Okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, some people up north in the burbs, the kids are doing it in their first and third grade. That's before they start working with first Lego League, which is the smaller version of the big robots we do. So if you can get into that, man, you're high-powered engineers. Anyway, we want to see what this project does, right? So I'm going to open this up and expand. And I don't know, you've been more than 15 minutes, brother. You just enjoying the class? You done, right?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah, okay. Don't forget the bottom, you got to put down how many students and how many students are student government. Try to help you out with that. One. Is it one? Yeah. Student government.
Wait, no, nobody. I thought this was Alan in front of
you.
zero.
No. So I don't see no student government yet. So that's at the very bottom before you turn the page. How many students, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so they want to hold you up. You do due diligence. And we'll finish off tomorrow. So start, right? You hit the start button. Make sure before you hit the start button, you hit this green flag. This starts your program, right? Green flag up here. It's like a little racetrack flag, right? Once you hit start, your program is ready to be tested. Now this is mine. So I'm hitting the start button, boom. And it starts off with some dialogue, tells you what's going on, right? And then next, we have all of these, and this is what Ms. Hill was talking about. These are called variables, believe it or not. You store information in them, and you're able to change them as necessary. Kind of like mathematics, actually exactly like mathematics, where you say x is equal to, and you insert some number. All right? So let's see what it does. If I click on this apple here, what happens? It grabs the apple, comes back, and you can do this with me if you want to test out my code. And he says something about the apple. He turns red, like this, it's called animation, right? Costumes. Let's put up the banana here, right? Grabs the banana, comes on back. Turns to the color of banana and tells you about how wonderful a banana is to eat. Right? How about this can of pop? That doesn't look too healthy. Acid's already in our stomach for those that like pop, trying to drink more water or something.
Which one am I supposed to click on?
For what? The link is in the document. You your document, and you click on that one and open up my. This is my answer to y'all problem. So click on the pop, and there's no disturbance change too. Ooh, it doesn't look too good, right? So you're gonna code your own version of this using my block codes, your own characters, and your own background or backdrop. Okay, so this is day 2 of this project. For you, you got till probably Monday to get it done. You just got here. But how do I code this, right, Mr. Tyler? Let's everybody hit stop on this if you can do it with me, right? And then we're gonna resize it. So change it back to its normal size. And this is what's inside of the code. This is what's under the hood. If I were you, like I said yesterday, you should have gotten 50% of the codes done for the main character, whoever your main character is. You cannot use the kitten. Some people I saw use the kitten. You can't. Delete that joker and put it with the character, your own character. Okay? The reason I do this is because I want everybody to have their own original type of creation, but the same functionality. All right, so now that out of the way, let's separate our screens, right? If you look in this area here, you can double tap, and it'll let you resize everything. Okay? Now, over here is pretty much my solution code. You should set yours up the same way as me. Over here is where I'm working on things. You can always start a new creation in Scratch if you just simply click on Create. Okay? So if I hit the beginning, which is the Scratch logo, you'll have a little Create here. When you log in yours, make sure you hit Create. Don't be like some students in the second period trying to work on my stuff. You hit refresh and nothing happens, right? You have to do it from your logged in Scratch profile. Other thing I noticed yesterday, copy this title and put it here because that's the name of your project. Your project should have that exact name. Okay?
Can I keep that too?
Yeah. I told you I got a digital version. I know something like a jot your notes down, but have it written down and then we'll just type it up in the morning.
Okay, I wrote okay. Thank you, Mr. Tyler. Thank you, class.
Yeah, okay. So what do we do? I'm going to start you off with a little bit of coding so you can understand what to do. Make sure you have the first character selected, right? I told you again, this kitten, you cannot use it. Throw it in the trash. It's in the trash, right? So, I'm gonna expand this a little bit. Once you resize it, if you need help resizing, I'll show you. You can double tap the center where there's no area and it'll expand or minimize back to the size. Now, I need a new character. So I'm gonna come down here to this kitten right here, click on that, and there's all these different characters. Now, you want to choose something that has an animation. As I explained yesterday, go through it one more time. You hover over different characters, and they'll move if they have an animation or costumes. Like this one. These are different costumes. Looks like it's a cartoon, but they're just different ways that the character is set up. So I'm going to choose Annia, and I don't know if I say that right, but dance. And if you look here, you'll see these are the costumes that she has to make her come to life, right? So with that said, you want to choose any of your characters that move. They're animated, right? Next, what do we do? Well, you click on code, we have our first character set up, and then you also have a character here. Yeah, I'll get you one. This is your character. If you get confused about who you're working on, just look up there. So let's add another item or sprite character, right? So, I don't know, we had apple, we had a banana, pop can. I don't know, I'm going to add some bananas. Now, they have two sprites here. So you can move the characters around if you want to place them wherever. Right? But that's my banana. And you can change the size of it over here too if you want to make it smaller or whatever for your background. What else are we forgetting? What about a backdrop or a background? You choose your own. And I don't know, some of you like a basketball court. I don't look at the castle. The same. Did it change? It didn't change. That's all it is. All right, we'll pause here for a second. We're going to start you out. And remember, we're going to start coding a little bit of the very first character you chose, your main character.
No,
It broke?
yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's actually broke. We got lift all night, so I'm tired. Not lift for the door there. So happy to see you.
Oh, nice.
Huh? Top of that gentleman right there.
You remember your password?
All right, so how do we begin coding, right? I already chose my very first character. If I were you, I would start with the main character first, then get to the other characters. Because all of them were thrown somewhere.
I'm not there.
You're not
So
there.
should I not do the ballerina?
You can choose the ballerina. Just make sure your ballerina matches my first character.
What's your first character?
You gotta get it confirmed with your phone. So you are there. You gotta confirm. This is my answer. So you create. So you gotta go sign it. Because you already did this. So you now use that create over. So leave that open. Open up scratch again. Make sure it's signed in and then you work. You gonna do a password reset or something? Think about it or creating it.
I'm just creating new.
This is mine. I don't see one.
He said
So go back to your stuff. You save it. You said that 8 times. You guys will show you. Okay. Sure. Okay.
this is a man.
Yeah, so finish up. You got the rest of it. I don't know. He said like 8 times. I'm like, what did he show me? All right, so look, real quick, for those that don't know how, now that I got my first character chosen, all I gotta do is match up my first character here from the answer I gave you, my dog, with my character, whatever y'all chose. So let's do a little bit of coding together. All right?
Hey, Tyler, you go change my attendance.
Yeah, I will, as soon as I can sit down. But here's the first block. You gotta do every part in here. So let's do these two together, right? The first one, we need that yellow block. So if I click on events to match up the colors, right? I can grab this and put it here. Real simple. We just snapping Legos together. What's next? What's the color? It looks purple, right? So we're looking for what? This looks pinkish. What about this one? It looks more purple, and it looks the same. Now I'm looking for this specific type of block. So let's look through here. It says switch costume to. I found it. And don't be like I saw students yesterday. Don't get all bent out of shape if this costume doesn't match that costume. This is a different character, right? Next one is blue. There's a blue little block here. We gotta go to blue. That's motion, and it says go to X and Y. You gotta put the same numbers in too. This starts your sprite in the right position wherever you're going, right? So I'm gonna grab the go to X and Y, right? And I gotta match up those numbers. My numbers are gonna be the same, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this and type in what it says 214 here, right? This is the position in your x-axis. And then if you look, the character actually moves in position. The next one was Y. What was Y? It says Y was a negative 55. Hit enter. And now anytime I hit that block, or that flag, that character will go to that position on the screen. Just in case somebody moves your character around. People like to mess with stuff. So next we have this next block here. It says, hey, go to front layer. Well, this is purple to me, so let's go back here. And we're looking for the same block, right? Go to, where's that? We gotta scroll down some more, huh? We got all these different wonderful blocks. Go to, I found it. Take a little time, a little patience, and we'll be okay. Everybody so far so good on this, getting the hang of it. It's really easy to do. And you're not going to get it other than trying to do it. Okay, I'm going to do this last one with you because some people had trouble finding this block. So let's grab that. It's yellow. It says, hey, pay attention to which block you're grabbing. When I receive start, so we're looking for that block, right? When I receive, I found it. And then it says message, but I got to change that, right? So it's not message, it's start. Click on that. And then you see there's nothing there. This is tricky for some people. So you got to be careful here. So what do we do to make this correct? Well, think about it. Start has to have a new type of section, right? So if we go to your events, there's a start block, right? So let's see events. Then you go new message. And you type in start. Yeah. What do you use this up? All right, start. Okay, so now I come over here and let's check out what the message says. It's the same now, isn't it? In case people have trouble with that. Let's move on. That's another perfect block, isn't it? So we're going to go here, looks. And it says say. We're looking for say. And what else does it say? Say. Well, for a couple seconds. So that's the big block. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Yeah, you can zoom it out with these here. So it looks like it's that type of block. Say. You can't see up here. It's on your screen. You separate your screens like me. So I'm looking for this block. It says say what? 4 seconds. I think it's this one. The very top, right? If you snap it in place. And then you got to just change it to what's said there. Lucky for y'all, y'all computers, you can copy and paste the statement right into that block. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I come here, and I click here, so I click here and here, I can double click, right click, copy and paste that there. And how many seconds? It said for about 4 seconds, right? All right, get down to that block that everybody said they couldn't find. And where is it? Well, you notice over here, I have a new section called text to speech. So in order for me to get access to that, I come over here and go to my extensions, right? And look for text to speech. this will give me access to these blocks. So it matches with that one. So I'm looking for speak, which is the first one. Snap it in place. Then I got to replace what's inside here. I'm not replace copy this to there, so it can save the same thing. Now these, if I play it back, will actually save things, right? So we'll play it back again and let you see what happens. But this actually, you know, instead of just showing you, it says it too. So I come here, and again, I copy what's in this block over to here. Okay. Now I'm going to stop here because I want you to do some coding on your own. But every now and then, in order for your work to say correctly, you got to make sure that you hit File, and you should have Save Now. If you don't see that, it means you're working inside of my Scratch project and it won't say correctly. What's wrong?
You help me get in there now?
To what? You're in Scratch?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to come over to you. Any questions before I go walk around and help people get started? Okay. It goes on, that's 35.